Okay, we're returning to the geography quiz, and it's time to mix it up a bit. Let's have a look at some stuff. So put the debugger on, press F12, and take a look at the network, reload. Data we've got, it's got a whole bunch of countries, lots and lots of countries, and here's the kind of information we've got. We have the area, the capital, the continent, so forth, so we can ask questions about any of these. Let's go for continent. We'll ask people what continent they think their country is in. For the moment it's asking what's the capital, and it gives you a bunch of capitals. We're going to change that so it asks for continents. So that's geog.js. I spelled that wrong. Okay, what was it? Geog. Okay, so what we do is check out the question. What is the capital of? We'll change that to in which continent is and then the name. Okay, let's distract a list, and we will put together not the capitals but the continent, and we will add in the correct answer will be the continent. And when we're checking to see if you got it right, again, continent, continent. Okay, let's have a go at that. Reload. In which continent is Madagascar? It's either in Africa or Asia or the Caribbean. It's definitely in Africa. That seemed to work. And where's Mongolia? You can see what's happening is we're getting some answers twice, and we don't want that. We want them all to be unique, and that's 3 Asias. So it's not going exactly as we wanted. We don't want the repeats. In which continent is New Zealand? That is Oceania. Okay, it's not necessarily the right answer that got repeated, but it is repeating pretty consistently. Let's change our loop. So at the moment what happens is we go around and we pick 3 countries at random, and we don't want to do that. What we want to do instead is say change word. We'll change that 4 into a while, and we're going to keep going until we've got enough. So dl.length is less than 3. So while dl is less than 3, we'll pick a random number, and we'll do that push, but we'll only do the push if it's not there already. Okay, so I can say dl.index of, and then the thing that I'm considering pushing in. So if the index of that is if it's equal to -1, so this index of, it checks to see if something's in the list. If it is in the list, it gives you the index. If it's not in the list, it gives you -1. So that's how index of works. So we'll only add to the list if it's not already in the list. Okay, let's write that out and have a go. Reload. Okay, that's not good. We've got an error. Line 25. Line 25. If dl index of, oops, that. Okay, so if dl index of the continent is -1, then we'll add it. So we shouldn't add something that's already there. That's looking better. Samoa. I think we can still get duplicates. Can we see we've still got duplicates? Here we've got duplicates because what we did was added 3 non-repeating elements, and then we put in the right answer. If we put in the right answer first, do that before the loop, that should prevent that happening. One of the problems with having random numbers in your programs is that it makes it harder to test. Now it's only doing 3 answers. It's only doing 3 answers because we added 1 and we stopped this list while it's less than 3. Let's change that to 4. Okay, a little bit uncomfortable about this because I don't know how many times that loop is going to run. That loop could run for thousands of times. We could be excessively unlucky. And JavaScript behaves pretty badly when you do that sort of thing. Let's just get some right and wrong. So press OK. All right, I'm liking that. Okay, so what we did was to set the loop up here. We pushed in that element, could have done that in one line, could combine these two lines together. And then while it's less than 4, we put in a random continent if it's not already in the list. Upshot is we end up with 4 different ones and the sorting works as before. Okay, that's okay. Let's have some pictures. We look at the data here. One of the things we've got are these flags. Let's look at Austria. We can see here is a link to a flag at Wikipedia. Paste that in, and this is HTTP, and that's the flag of Austria. Okay, making it big, making it small. Okay, let's have a go. Let's put some flags in, get a bit of color. All right, so that's the text. So we've got the question, we empty it, we append that div, and then we append the distractor list. What we could do is append the flag. Okay, so the flag is going to be in an image element. So it's an IMG element and an IMG element. The important thing about that is its source. And that should be d square brackets ri. So that was the random index. And I think it is flag. Let's just check. Yep, flag is the name. Flag. Okay. Reload. Okay. That's alright, except it's a bit big. We could change that in CSS, and in fact we ought really to change it in CSS. So this is an image inside a question. Let's change the CSS. So if you've got an in hash question, there's an image, then if we set the width to be, say, 200 pixels, then the height should take care of itself. Let's reload. Okay, that's nice. We've got the name and we've got the flag as well. Not only that, kind of gives you a clue as well. Even if you didn't know where Malawi was, that flag looks distinctly African. So it is. That doesn't look particularly African, but it is. Okay, I like that. Jamaica. Yep, this is looking good. And it's added a bit of colour. We could take out the name, but I quite like it. We could mess around with other things. We could give people populations. I think that would work quite well. You could say what's the population of, and then you pick 4 populations at random, and sometimes you get them good and sometimes you wouldn't. Cuba, Caribbean. Yes, I thought it was North America. Kazakhstan, that's a great flag, isn't it? Is it in Europe or Asia? It's kind of on the border. I'm going Asia. Oh. Okay, enough of that. We've got images, we could mess with them. We could even put those images inside buttons, and you could say what is the flag of, and then put 4 flags up. But we're not going to do that now. We're going to give up on this quiz. Thanks for watching.